Let's go back to these live visuals from the Middle East, and we are hearing, according to Israeli media, the Israeli captives, the hostages that were being held by Hamas, are currently on the Egyptian side of the Rafah crossing, meaning they have passed through that Rafah boarding crossing. And we've been showing you scenes. Of course, we cannot see exactly what's been done. We do have international editor Sophie Mokoena here. Sophie, what do we know about what is happening right now?
As you pointed out earlier on, we saw the cars arriving on the other side of the border. We saw the Hamas flag, and it was an indication that the cars are at the border, and now the cars have moved on the other side. And as you pointed out, it will now be up to the Egyptian authorities to do the honors to hand over those hostages to the Israelis, and then they will be taken to that base where they will be flown to Tel Aviv, where they will go to different hospitals and for treatment and perhaps for consultation with their medical teams. And for now, the cars are still there. On the other hand, you can see the movement at the prison, as you pointed out, that it is a very complicated movement, almost like when you are evacuating people in a danger zone, where every minute counts and there's movement, and those movements are calculated. When this side is doing this, I'm taking 10 steps or I'm taking 1 step as per the agreement. But I think Moti was correct, because we expected this to happen at around 4 earlier on, but he pointed out that it was going to happen. When I spoke to him, it was around 2. It will happen after 3 to 4 hours, and we are nearing those minutes where, exactly as he pointed out, we will begin to see better movement. And I think the anticipation, the anxiety, I'm sure many people around the world are watching, and also the relatives, as you know, that they are in Tel Aviv. They marched to Tel Aviv to push the Israeli government to ensure that they do something in terms of ensuring that their loved ones are released by Hamas. And on the other hand, Hamas pressurizing the Israeli authorities to release the Palestinians who are languishing in jails in Israel, and particularly the vulnerable, the women, the children. And earlier on, you spoke about this pause can be extended when certain things are happening. Now, today we saw a first demonstration of that, when we expected a particular number in terms of hostages, and then Hamas increasing the number with the citizens of Thailand. And I think tomorrow we are going to see similar movements. We expect a particular number tomorrow. We may see something different.
So today, I mean, very sad for many of the relatives. 13 out of more than 200 hostages are being released. So only 13 families will be reunited with their loved ones. But of course, Sophie, the anticipation of the stories, what has been happening on the Gaza side, how they've been held, in what conditions. A lot of coverage will start coming out if they are starting to talk tomorrow, perhaps. Right now, we understand that the hostages have been given over to the Red Cross and are on the Egyptian side of this crossing. This is the Rafah border crossing, and then we'll take you a little bit later to the Israeli base, where they are expected to be received by the Israelis, although reports suggest that already intelligence officers from Israel are speaking to those hostages on the Egyptian side of the border. And then the focus will move to the prison in Israel, where the Palestinian prisoners, women and teenage prisoners, we understand mostly, will be released.